What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. 2025 is coming to an end, which means MyFroggyStuff has officially been on YouTube for over 15 years. Which means if you were 13 when you started watching us, you are now 28. And if you were 28, you are now 43. Time just keeps ticking away while we are having a blast with all of you. And I just want to say thank you for hanging out with us for so long. Before the clock strikes 12 on this year, let's make another craft. I was at my parents' house over the holidays and they have all this beautiful wood-carved furniture. And in my brain, I feel like we can capture some of that vibe using recycled paperboard. Like maybe we can take a toothpaste box and make a grandfather clock for the dollhouse. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but let's give it a go. To the craft table. I got a nice little stash of toothpaste boxes. I found a few grandfather clocks online that we can use for a little inspiration. This one's kind of fancy. I don't know how many boxes we're going to need, but right now, here's 5. Let's start by opening it up so it can lay flat. I flip it over to the inside. I use a ruler to draw 1/4-inch lines around the sides. Let's take something round like a spool of thread. I place it on the 1/2-inch mark from the end. I try to center it, then trace around it to get a rounded curve at the top and bottom. I draw a line 3/4 of an inch from the bottom edge to get the design for our opening. I carefully cut on the lines to remove the center. Let's take the cutout, trace another circle, and draw a little design, and then cut it out using an X-Acto knife. We're going to use this for the pendulum. I cut 2 thin pieces. Let's add a big drop of hot glue onto the circle. Let the glue cool. While waiting, let's take some scrap paper and a wooden dowel or bamboo skewer. Roll a few paper tubes. I'm making 2 at 11 inches long. I'm not rolling the whole paper, just enough to keep it stable. Then I trim it, apply glue, and roll the end. I made a few shorter ones at 1.5 and 1 3/4 inches. I place a second box on top and I make a mark at about 10 inches. I cut on the line marked, giving me a piece that's about 2 3/4 inches. I open the box, draw lines in a curve for an opening, and cut it out for the top of our clock. Let's take the leftovers and another box and cut them to glue on the inside. I glued mine just past the bend with a little hot glue, avoiding where it overlaps. Let's paint the boxes brown on the inside and outside. Paint the short paper tubes gold and the pendulum. While that's drying, let's take a scrap of paperboard, cut a piece to fit behind the top of the clock. Trace around a circle, cut it out so there's an opening. I cut another piece of paperboard that will fit behind it. I use a dotting tool to just carve a few designs into the paperboard. I painted gold and the other one silver. And make sure you don't touch it before it's dry. So I made a smaller gold circle and added some little carved details. While it dries, I cut clear plastic from packaging to glue behind the cutouts. Once both have been done, I cut scraps to make hands. I paint them black. And let's put a little black paint over the gold designs, then quickly rub it off. I cut out our inner circle, glue it onto the silver, then glue the other piece on top, glue on the hands. I made a few dents on the clock. Take the piece for the top and let's go ahead and make that box. Glue in the clock face, then I glue the top shut. I like the little antique look that we gave to the top of the clock, so I painted the top of this similar, and I made a few extra pieces that we can wrap around the paper tubes. Glue a strip of painted paperboard inside. Take the hot glue circle and glue it onto the 2 longer strips. I made another small decorative piece to glue in the center. I glue all the pieces to a scrap of painted paperboard so they can hang down. I glue it to the large tab in front of the cutout, then re-glue the box. I cut off the bottom tabs so I can adjust the inside if needed. I take another box and maybe another so we can cut a few rectangles that we can stack and glue together to make a base and top. On the base, I added a little tray that the clock will be able to fit on so it stays stable. Let's take a few wooden beads and glue them underneath. I glue a few smaller ones on the top, then glue the two boxes together. Let's glue paperboard around the seam. I repeat around the top and bottom, glue the stack of paperboard onto the top, add the paper tubes at the corners. We can use one of our silicone molds and hot glue to add a few more details. I paint everything brown, and you can always paint them first before gluing them down. I mix in a little black paint, adding a few lines to make it look like wood. Then place it on the base to make a grandfather clock for the dollhouse. Made out of recycled paperboard from toothpaste boxes. This did take all day, but it is totally possible to get it done before the clock strikes midnight. See what I did there? It's about the same height as my doll, so it should easily fit into the dollhouse. I think we got some pretty good detail, even though my etching isn't the neatest when you're looking close up. When you take a step back, it works. It's like a Monet. If you don't have silicone molds, you can always use a dotting tool on leftover cardstock and cut it out and paint it to make decorative pieces for the clock. On the Gloria Doll Furniture website, there is a playset that has a grandfather clock. And I got one so we can check it out. I got this one on eBay for $17.99. Assembly is required, and everything is all pink. The instructions are on the side of the box, and I'm noticing that the bottom of my clock is damaged out of the box. But hopefully, we can still get everything together. And yeah, not too bad. The plastic has a wood grain, and there are little doors that can open at the top and at the bottom. All that stuff swings, and here it is with the Barbie standing with flat feet. It's a little shorter than the one that we made, but with a little paint, I think this could totally work. We also got a pretty tall floor lamp that is taller than my doll. There's a lounge and a pillow. Even though the lounge is made of plastic, the pillow is made of fabric. There's a white coffee table with a little faux glass insert. I totally plan on painting this. And we got a phone. It has a nice little retro vibe, however, mine did arrive broken. I put a little glue on it, and hopefully that'll stay. We get quite a few pieces for $20. They're totally not perfect, but as we've seen with other sets, we can totally paint them. And I like the scale with the dolls. However, I do need to take care. Some of these items break easily. The chaise lounge and clock was a little bit of a challenge to fit together, and if I decide to paint them, I will most likely reinforce the items with glue. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Right now, I'm kind of loving our little toothpaste box clock. I think it's going to be cute in a little living room setup. And I don't think I would mind making a few more matching pieces. If that sounds like a plan to you, let us know in the comments. Thank you for joining us while we made a clock to celebrate 15 years on YouTube. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!